Welcome back to the Garage to Orlov Show. It's episode 634. It's November 27th, 2022. Still looking at comics. Oh. God. I'm going to play something for you on my wife's tablet. I was talking about it in the last episode. Maybe it's still here. Yeah, I was talking about waking up real early in the morning, like at 5 o'clock when I was a kid, because there were cartoons that were unseen during that time. But sometimes you'd only have a fishing show or sunrise semester. But I remember this theme song that I used to just think was really stupid when I was a kid for a fishing show, and I thought, what was that song? And now I'm nostalgic for it. Anyway, so the show was called Gone Fishing. So I look up Gone Fishing, on the internet, and there's a Bing Crosby and Louis Armstrong song, But this one, if I typed in Gone Fishing instead of Just a Wishin', which were the lyrics I remember for that fishing show, it's just two guys on a boat, someone with a camera filming them fish, for half an hour. I think I found this is the theme song, man. I found it here. Someone has it on SoundCloud. Maybe you remember this. I wonder if there's a whole complete song. This is the part I remember they'd play during the credits. Gone fishing instead of just a wishing. It says theme from Harold Inslee's Sports. What the fuck is that? Get that fucking shit off. I'm afraid it's copywritten music, that rap music that was starting. It says theme from Harold Inslee's Sportsman's Friend show. Harold Inslee's Sportsman Friend show. Okay. Instead of just a wishing. Let's hear that one more time. You bitch. Gone fishing instead of just a wishing. That might have been the closing credits, and are you shit fucking pissed? Just stop. Anyway, so that was Gone Fishing. The music you'd hear in the early to mid 70s when you got up too early, hoping to see Go Go Gophers or something like that. All right, let's look at some more Wonder Woman comics. I think I already showed you this one. I can't remember what I showed you. Anyway, this is issue 9 of the revamped Wonder Woman. Here's another copy of it. Here's issue 10. This one has a fold-out cover. Here's another issue, the same one. 16. Yeah, I think I have a vague memory of this. When I last left off this morning, I went and got some Subway sandwiches for my wife. Yeah, I showed you this. And then I fell asleep. took a nap for a few hours, or maybe it was 30 minutes. I have no clue. I remember telling you that I really like this cover, and I still like it. Here's several hours later. A Clod Among Men. Yeah, here's issue 30. George Perez was one of the great comic book artists. He passed away a few months ago. This one is issue 26. It has a bonus book featuring a 16-page second feature. I don't remember what that is, and I'm not taking it out. I have 2 copies of that same issue. Yeah, this one has a lot of detail on the cover. Issue 29. Look at that. My goodness. Here's issue 31. The fuck is that? Issue 34. $36. Another $36. Oh, this is a good cover. $39. Okay, then it looks like I skipped 10 issues. Issue 49. Oh, here's the big 50th issue. You even have Sergio Aragonés in there. Who else is in there? Marie Severin, Adam Hughes, Brian Bolland. They've got some great artists in this issue. Issue 52. And then 62. 63. All right. 63 is a fantastic cover. So that looks like a Brian Bolland cover. British artist. Okay. Then here's 66. Okay, we're almost done with this box. Get these back in. We got a lot of Wonder Woman books coming up. And here's a bunch that need to be bagged and boarded. Okay. Another copy of 66. Let's take the opportunity to look inside it since it's unbagged. Now, who is this interior artist? Oh. Some Paris Collins penciler, Robert Campanella inker, it looks like. The interior art is a little underwhelming. As you can see, it's, you know, yeah, I'm underwhelmed by the interior art, but the cover is really good. One of those things where the cover sells you on the book. This is a very famous cover. It's, let's see if the art inside's adequate. Yeesh. That's unpleasant. It's really nice in a children's comic to see a pregnant woman being slapped by a barbarian. The hell? That's odd. They don't even list the artist. They just list the writer, the colorist, the letterer. So who's, I don't know. It looks like, well, the names are right there, I guess, on the cover. But anyway, the cover art's great. The interior art is not as good. I'm sure I'm offending someone out there. Here's number 73. Again, another great piece of cover art. And the artwork inside is just not as good. But it's often that way, isn't it? If your artwork inside is fantastic, you don't need the amazing art outside to sell it. Let's see, 76. Another really good piece of interior art. That looks like Ghislaine Maxwell. Just watching a documentary about her. She invented a whole country called Terramar. And surprising. Amazing. Okay, 77. Oh, I remember this Mortal Kombat movie. Oh, boy, I actually went to the theater to see that. The theater that played that movie in Arlington, Texas, where I also saw Batman '89, is now like a teacher training center. Anyway, there's an ad for that Batman series. Yeah, we're in I assume we're in the 1990s here, or late 80s. Okay, here's 78. I like that cover. Okay. Here's Wonder Woman in the mouth of a dinosaur. Hero Sandwich. Oh, yeah, here's where they break Batman's back. Yeah, the artwork inside is kind of not too good. The artwork on the cover's good. Okay. I'm looking to see improvement on interior art. Doesn't look like it's improving. The artwork inside is not matching up to the cover art. The Revenge of Ares. That's good. RoboCop 3. Wasn't that movie? Didn't they let Frank Miller direct that or something ridiculous like that? Was it Frank Miller? Yeah, I can't remember. 83. Yeah. I was clearly buying this for the covers. Okay, so I need to get more 1970s Wonder Womans. 86. There's a 2-page spread without any words. What are they paying the writer for? Yeah, see, we're getting into that era of the 1990s where it's all big art. Like, what's the point of that panel? Like, well, are those clouds really that important? Yeah, I'm not into it. And I hate these 1990s ads, too. This is the channel you can tune in to hear me complain about things. The cover's great, though. Yeah. All right, here's 87. Artwork inside still. I mean, it's adequate. I mean, it's adequate. It's, you know, it's about like gold key art. Okay, this is a bad era. Wonder Woman looks fine. They got Superman looking like a... I just don't like that mullet era. Again, hardly no, there's hardly any words. You know, how is a kid gonna learn how to read? Okay. All right, now it's Immortal Combat. So you got your TNA cover. The interior art is starting to look a little bit better. It's very TNA oriented, as was that was kind of a prerequisite for the 90s. Is this Rob Life? What is this? Who's drawing this? Diodato Jr. This is a different guy. We've had Loeb, somebody, I don't know. It's a different, they got a new artist. That was 91. 92, you still have the same. The cover art's great. The interior artist is still this guy, Diodato. And yeah, it's getting better. Very 90s looking, though. Yeah. Very very attuned to female anatomy. Okay, 95. Yeah, 1990s fight scene. 1990s fight scene. 1990s advertising. You can hardly tell the difference. Oh man, look at this 1990s-ness. What a jumbled mess of stuff. 95. Okay. 96. It's a Joker cover. It's like this character has a little thong. Yeah, the 1990s. Let's see. So we're in an era where Wonder Woman is not wearing her uniform anymore. Here's 97. More 1990s fighting. Okay. Let's see what else we can look at. Okay, Wonder Woman 99. That's a good cover. Okay, this is when John Byrne took over. So, you know, you have the interior art's going to be good. He kind of overdoes the hair a little bit, slightly. There's another copy, 101. Okay, 104, an unbagged 104. Okay, we're now into a very modern time period where the comic paper is slick. This is when Mallrats came out, because I see an ad for Mallrats. Yeah, so that's how John Byrne depicts her. But notice it says by John Byrne. That means he's doing everything. That means he's writing as well. John Byrne, like many artists, is better as an artist and not doing everything. It'd be better if someone else writes. That's not a very good, that's not John Byrne's best art. Look, separated at birth. Ah. Oh, boy. John Byrne, writer and artist. Yeah, he's doing everything. And now we're about to get into the X-Men, so you'll see that was John Byrne's prime when he was not writing. Anyway, this is... oh, yeah, they were syndicating the 1966, 67 Batman, Superman cartoons on the USA Network, but they stripped them of their credits with that great music. Although there's someone on YouTube that has all, those original opening credit scenes, and they showed the... I remember getting up and recording the Batman, Superman adventures on USA because they would show some of the stuff that they don't show very often. I hate that mullet. Or at least they had them then, like the Green Lantern and Justice League and Teen Titans, 60s cartoons. Yeesh. Oh, man. Yeah, like something happened to John Byrne. Like he's like something really come on, that's terrible. He used to be good. I swear he was. Here's 116. Okay. He's still on the job. Okay, now 164, I go from 116 to 164. I don't know if John Byrne was on it the whole time. Looks like I came along and wanted to give it another shot, probably because of this wonderful cover. And the art inside seems to have improved, but watch it be John Byrne. Is this John Byrne? Is he still on the book? Do they even credit writers anymore? It's, I can't even read that, man. Phil Jimenez. Yeah, Phil Jimenez. So that's the new artist. He's doing a better job than John Byrne was doing. It looks like I have another copy. And here's 184, where she meets the Golden Age Wonder Woman and is shocked. Yeah, this is still Jimenez. Tell me about this artist down below. What happened to him, and is he still around? Because I don't seem to see any good artists still around. Okay, then I move to annual Wonder Woman annual number 1. Wonder Woman annual number 2, 1989. Which is going into a bag. And then here's a Wonder Woman annual that I don't even know if this is a year old. I bought it for the cover. I won't lie about that. This is what a new comic looks like. The fucking thing was $9.99, $10. So they're trying to make the art look retro, I suppose. Anyway, amazing. Then I have a dollar comic from 1978 with a terrific cover. Lopez and Dick Giordano. That really is good, except for the UPC code. Yeah. Oh, wow. There's Steve Ditko art in here. Now we're talking. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. I forgot this. Man, I'm going to go back and reread this book. This is fun stuff. Look at that. I mean, I don't know how much of this book was done by Steve Ditko. Let's see where he starts. This all appears to be World War II stories. It looks like the art is divided up. Like there's Steve Ditko art here, and then you turn the page and that's not Ditko. It looks like maybe this was where they give different pages to different artists just for... my gosh, look at this panel. I guess that's them doing calisthenics. Let's see, how does this work? Man, my eyes. Why are my eyes getting so... I guess because I just woke up. I'll chalk it to that. Sometimes light helps. Okay, Jack C. Harris writer, Jose Delbo, Steve Ditko, Russ Heath, Dick Ayers, Vince Coletta are artists. Okay, so they just divided this up, randomly, and you can kind of have to figure out who did the art on what pages. Pretty amazing. And this, again, is the Wonder Woman dollar comic from 1978. And again, I've told you, my brother Mike, who's 10 years older than me, when he saw that I was paying $1 for comics, he'd been paying 12 cents back in the 60s. He was just appalled. This cover, this is the annual from 1996, where Wonder Woman is like turning into some weird child. Artwork's not bad. It looks like there'd be various artists in here. Yeah, this is kind of neat. This is a sideways page. Yeah, the cover strikes you as a little bit weird when you look at it, but I guess... Oh, then there's a book called Wonder Woman Gallery. What is this shit? I guess that goes there. What is this? So I guess this is just a bunch of pinups of Wonder Woman. Yes, indeed. She is with Captain Marvel. I refuse to call him Shazam. You can go along with it and call him Shazam all you want, but I just can't do that. Anyway, lots of pinups are there. Particular, where's the Sergio Aragonis one? That's what I want to see. Trina Robbins does one. Yeah, Trina Robbins is great. There's the Sergio Aragonis. Trina Robbins did a mini-series, I think in the 80s, of Wonder Woman, but it was done like a classic Wonder Woman in the 40s, and I think it was her story. I think it was a 4-part... Ooh, there's Alex Toth. I didn't see his name on the cover. Where is that? Yeah, they put him last. Why did they put? And then it says and many more. I'm looking for the Trina Robbins illustration. She was an underground comics artist in the 60s, but a feminist one. And but she was really into Wonder Woman. Oh, there it is. Female artist brings something to comics, I think. Trina Robbins, Ramona Fradone, Marie Severin. This I got free. I don't know what it is. It looks like it's some young adult. Looks like, this is from a couple of years ago. This is what I like more than the comic, is this ad for Stargirl, which we need to still get back to watching the third season. My wife wants to watch this Wednesday Addams show. I'm a little bit reluctant because I love the 60s Addams Family so much. I hate this. We'll see. I'll watch it. Okay. Now, what else do we have here? Okay. So it looks like we have the rest of the Wonder Woman and a little bit of World's Finest, and that'll be the end of the box. The next box has at least the beginning of the X-Men comics. So there's so many X-Men comics that it's going to be, that's more than a box. But I didn't I didn't get all those million X-Men comics that came out of the 90s. I never fell into that. This is another free comic. I mean, I picked it up because it's free, but, is it good? Of course, probably not. Okay, here's what I was talking about. The Trina Robbins Legend of Wonder Woman. This is number 1, followed by number 2. I don't know if it has any value. Probably not. Okay, here's one that's unbagged so I can show you the interior. It has a very golden age feel. It's unlike what you normally see in a comic of today. It has a spirit of fun. I like fun. And so when an artist provides fun to me, then I am right there. Okay, there's another copy of 3. And like I thought, it only went 4 issues. Wonder Woman, Our Worlds at War. Number 1 from 2001. To me, this is a current comic, 2001. The art's pretty good inside. But I realized that that's now 21 years old. So, but, if you asked me, I'd say this comic is just a couple of years old. Another free comic book day book, Rebirth. Okay, we're out of Wonder Woman. We're into World's Best Comics. Now this is just, they only charge 99 cents because it's just old reprints, and they don't need to pay the artist or anything, and these are plates that are already ready for their printing of those big hardcover editions, so the art's already ready and written, and they just throw it. Boy, if they did this, reprint like Plastic Man by Jack Cole and Superman stories, if they just did a comic like this, and just charged $1 or $2 and reprinted old stuff and just did it every month or maybe every couple of weeks, I would buy it. I'd drive all the way to Des Moines to the comic store to get it. Right? It's because this would be cool. But they don't think to do that. Then here's another one, but it's Silver Age stories. Marvel was doing that for a while. They had these True Believers comics that were kind of reprints of significant issues. I'm going to call them significant issues. I don't want to use key issue anymore. Anyway, just fun, man. Just something to sit up here on the 3rd floor of the Gras Orloff International Building of Trade. Although I don't do much trade. I call it that because it's like, the World Trade Center. But I don't like to sell things, and I don't like to trade things. Although these duplicates, maybe here's another. But then, when push comes to shove, I just don't want to let anything go. I'd rather do paintings and trade paintings for, and and John Goris just got in touch with me. He sent me a check, and he said, I'm just securing a painting, but I'll give you the idea for a painting soon. And he just sent me an email. He wants it to be based on the Tombs of the Blind Dead series, which, he sent me a link to one of the movies, in case I hadn't seen it. But of course, I've seen all those movies about the Knights Templar, and they have their eyes put, there's zombie movies where they have no eyes. Yeah, it's fun stuff. Yeah, I can paint that. Okay, here's another. This is what we just saw, right? So it's another copy of the same one, right? Yes, indeed. Okay. So that's World's Best Comics, which leads us to World's Finest Comics. And, this is probably the first 20-cent one because it says now only 20 cents. My other World's Finest from the 60s are in my Silver Age boxes, but I've shown you those last summer. I went through every Silver Age comic I had, so there's just something about the 20-cent era. Probably because that's when I started buying them. Oh yeah, my brother ordered that Civil War set, man. It was a little mat, about this plastic mat, and the little bitty Civil War guys. I might still have a few of the Civil War guys, but I remember there was a bridge that had a rubber band under it that would explode, and man, I think there were a few cannons. I mean, what it says in the ad, it had, but it was just they didn't tell you how miniature they would be. Anyway, it's the Atom and Superman teaming up. Yeah. Yeah. And then, that was issue number 213. I guess I don't have 214. Here's 215, The Saga of the Super Sons. And 218. Oh, here's another 218. Now, meanwhile, horror comics had started to sell really well during this time period in the early 70s. The Comics Code Authority had relaxed their standards and allowed you to have vampires and werewolves again and horror stories. So DC all of a sudden had a line of EC-style horror anthology books with hosts like House of Mystery, House of Secrets, Secrets of Sinister House, Witching Hour, Unexpected Ghosts. There were tons of horror comics. On the spinner rack in the early 70s, it was almost like half the comics were horror comics. And then even the superhero comics started to look like horror comics. And so here's World's Finest 220. This could have been a cover from House of Mystery if it wasn't for Superman and Batman being there. Looks like a swamp creature. Oh, and it has Metamorpho in it too. Kind of like Swamp Thing, but there's also a lot of swamp monster comics around that time period. Now this is the first one. Damn. This is my childhood copy. This is the first issue of World's Finest I bought as a kid. Everything else I've just shown you was bought later, but I remember this being the first one I bought, probably at the PX in San Antonio. And look, at some point I bought another copy. And then here's World's Finest 223. This, of course, has wonderful reprints of older stories. Robot Man. It's cool they would have the title up here, Aquaman. of the reversed heroes. That's kind of neat. And then they'd have a new story at the beginning, and then there would be reprints in the back. Yeah, they've even made an action figure of the composite Superman. Okay, this one definitely needs to be bagged in a bigger bag because it's thick. So it's going in a Silver Age bag. No, or yes. This might actually need to be in a Golden Age bag. Do I have a Golden Age? Maybe it'll fit in this one. This would be too uncomfortably snug in a Silver Age bag, so I'm going to pull some of these World's Finest and put them in another box. The next box we look in. Okay, so that's that box. Now, I don't have to go in the other room because I pre-planned and have the next box already out. So every comic in this box is now bagged and boarded. Where's the... Here we go. No, that's not the lid. That's the lid. No, this is the lid. Possibly. Okay. I was telling you about that clock. It must be around 5 o'clock in the evening because that's when the Rock shouts, "Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?" Okay. World's Finest seems like a pretty affordable comic to buy because it's never really seemed, even the Silver Age World's Finest never seemed to be really high dollar fucking books. Sorry. Okay, here's World's Finest 224. Another one with great old stories in it. Here's 225. That must be an Ernie Chan cover, also known as Ernie Chua. I just can kind of spot the detail, and I like it. Okay. Here's 226. Oh, I'm missing 227. That's something I need to seek out. This one's 228. And then I'm missing 229. Here's 230. Now they went from 100-page ones to that were 60 cents to 50 cents. It's still thick, but not as thick. And when they did that, are there still reprint stories? Oh, look at this. This is amazing. This is just great stuff. Oh well, this one should fit in one of those bags rather. Yes, it does. Okay. So, this is a childhood copy, 233, World's Finest. Good stuff. 233. Wait. These are out of order. 230. That's 233. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're out of order. This is 230. Did I just show you this? I don't remember. Wait, do I have 2 copies of this one? Why? What? Oh, yes, I do. I showed you this, and then the one I showed, this one's a more beat up copy of the same issue. So I have 2 copies of 230. Okay. And then 231, they went back to a regular sized 25-cent comic. Must have been about when comics went up to 25 cents. 231, 233. But they wouldn't stay 25 cents too long. Maybe about a year, year and a half, and then they went up. They kept going up. Okay. Okay. So that brings us to 234. Superman and Batman quit Earth. Famed superheroes choose to live in space. Then, this is one I bought when I was a kid, 236. Yeah, you know, they never choose to put the Atom in these live-action movies, it seems like. 236. 241. 242. 243. Oh, $1 comic. 246 with a Neal Adams cover. Will this fit in a Silver Age bag is the question. We shall find out. I am kind of doubting it. Ah, it fits fine. 247. One of the many times Superman conquered the Earth and became a Hitlerian fascist kind of dictator. Seems like that was a, oh, should I use the T word? A trope? Let's not. There are many tropes in these key issues. Hopefully they won't have spine ticks, so I can send them off for my 9.8 with CGC 250. Yes, indeed. I always like this Chuck Davis werewolf ad. Yes, indeed. DC's bold dollar comic experiment.